Hoy sigo enamorado de ti, sabiendo que vives con otro. Hoy sigo pensando yo en ti cada día y es un sufrimiento.
Me paso la vida penando, tomando porque te perdí. Hoy sigo queriéndote a ti, solamente velando por ti.
Porque de tu amor yo jamás me olvidaré y tus recuerdos en mi mente llevaré. Y si algún día te cansas de su amor, aquí estoy yo, aquí estoy yo.
Me paso la vida penando, tomando porque te perdí.
Hola más, Racita. Welcome back to the New Mexico Radio Talkshow.com. Man, we're live on the podcast, man. We're live on all the social media platforms tonight. We're live on TikTok, Twitch, and we're live on Roku TV. We're also live on YouTube under New Mexico Radio Talk Show. And we're also live on the Facebook under New Mexico Radio Talk Show interview page on our interview page. We also got a lot of people in La Casa, ladies and gentlemen. We got Martin Ramos, the primo of Ruben Ramos in La Casa. We also got one of our very own hosts in La Casa. We got La Güerita de Tejas. She's our host on Monday nights, so we should have checked that out. And then we got the beautiful Ana Olivares in La Casa también, ladies and gentlemen. We also have Vicky V with Victoria's Promotions in La Casa. We got Fanny Gonzalez. We also got Yesenia Mendoza. She's having a little bit of technical difficulties out there, man. So she's trying to log in to the show. But yeah, man, we got a lot of people in the house, man. I do want to say thank you to everybody checking in with us tonight, man. We also had an awesome show last night with Danny Ortiz, man, vocalist, man. Got to sing and perform with Jimmy Gonzalez, man, and what an awesome gentleman, humble. I was stoked for that show, man, and we had a great time. We had Alize on the show, we had Maria Linda, and we had Roxy from Grupo Tejas on the show. But don't forget, man, we got a lot of interviews on the show tonight, man. We got a lot of interviews within the within the time frame, man. We're busy, man. Busy every single week, man. We're on like 4 nights a week, and we got a lot of shows going on, man. Just to name a few, man, we got George Mercado on Monday. So we got the All-Star Awards. We got Jesse Torres and La Doña Chingona on Tuesday, which is the 11th. And then we got Aisha Aparacio, man. I just set that interview up last night. I know we're supposed to have Papushi on también. See if I can work him in there somewhere on the calendar there, man. And I believe Thursday is open. I believe it's at the Internet Gala, if I'm not mistaken, where the talk show is going to be at, New Mexico Radio Talk Show, and Vámonos con La Joya. And then we got Ramon Lucio on the 20th of March, man. I believe on a Friday. A la máquina, Friday. And then we got the beautiful Sarah Lucy on the 25th. Working on a few others, man, on the other dates, man. We also got Q Promotions. We got Quentin Rivera on the 27th of March as well, man. We got a lot of interviews coming up on the show. And thank you to all the promoters, man, that are working hard with their musicians and artists and setting up interviews. And it's not easy to be a promoter, manager, and booking agent and distributor. So hats off to all the managers and promoters and distributors out there, man, working their tails off for their artists. All right. We got Daniel Martinez in La Casa, man. We got a lot of people, so hopefully you guys are having a good time. We got a very special guest, man. These guys have been around for at least 40 plus or something like that. We're about to find out how long they've been in business, man. And we got very talented guests. We got, like I said, man, we got guests every single show, and that's just what we bring to the table. We bring big guests, little guests. We bring it all, man. So hopefully you guys are having a good time already, man. Without further ado, I'm gonna welcome in our special guest. This guy has been around a long time, or these guys have been around a long time as well. I'm gonna bring him in hot, man. See if I can get him on there. I was just talking to him right before the show, man. We got Johnny Riojas in the house, man. Share the feed, man. Let's go. All the way from desde Chicago, man. A la máquina. Bienvenidos. Bienvenidos a todos. What's going on, Gilbert?
What's going on, Mr. Henry? How you doing? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, but can you turn your device sideways so we can see you in a wider view?
Let's try
it. Now we're cooking. Now we're cooking with a little bit of apple grease.
There you go. Let's see if I can get this.
La máquina. We got Lori Hermanos Peña en la casa, man. Bienvenidos a todos. And saludos, 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 man. We got Gilbert Peña from los Hermanos Peña en la casa, man.
How about there?
There you go, man. Now we're cooking with a little bit of apple grease, man.
Ahora sí, listo.
Well, before we ask you some questions, man, we got a lot of people, you got a lot of fans tuning in, man. So let's give some shout outs out there, Gilbert.
Okay, primeramente, gracias por Mr. Henry inviting us to your show. De parte de los Hermanos Peña, thank you for inviting us. And quick shout out to all the promoters, to Miss Vicky V, to Victoria, to Q Production, La Jolla, to everybody that's out there listening and helping us out, to get to where we need to go.
And who's this little sidekick over here got on the side of you over here?
Este es el mayor de todo el grupo. Es el señor Luis Peña. He's the oldest brother.
A la máquina.
Yes, sir.
So how many brothers en los Hermanos Peña?
Somos 7. Éramos 7, ¿verdad? 7.
A la máquina. And all of them are musicians?
Yes. Todos somos músicos. Ya se me fue uno, el baterista que y pasó a mejor vida back in 92. So
wow.
6 of us. So 6 of us right now. Pero primeramente, déjame dar las gracias a Dios por darme la oportunidad de estar ahí contigo, primero que nada, ¿verdad? Y Henry, pues encantado de estar ahí contigo. Aquí estamos para lo que quieras. Tú preguntas y nosotros contestamos.
So I mean, how did you guys get started, man? How did you guys, form the group and the band, man? Did anybody in your guys' family, have a band before, or were you guys influenced by somebody, or how did you guys create the Peña, los Hermanos Peña group? How did you guys form all that?
Well, it's a long story, ¿verdad? Pero vamos a empezar el principio, por decirlo. We'll make it short here. Back in 72 empezó el grupo. Mi carnal del acordeón fue el que empezó todo el asunto, ¿verdad? Primero me había comprado un acordeón mi jefe a mí. 50 largos, un acordeón, una Honor, ¿verdad? Y pues I was about 19 years old. No, pues no tuve interés en el acordeón, ¿no? Ahí le dejé, mejor me gustan las muchachas. Andábamos con una chavala que otra chavala ya, how it is. ¿O no sabes? ¿O sí sabes? Henry. ¿Te están oyendo que te están pescando?
See, I can hear you guys, man, very clear. Okay. We got a lot of people, man. You guys got a lot of fans out there, man. I mean, I can't even keep up with all the comments. We need a moderator for the podcast. But I'm going down the list, man. Let me give some shout outs, man. We got Silvio Mendoza in La Casa. We got Ana Olivares in La Casa. We got La Güerita de Texas. We also got Yesenia Mendoza in La Casa. We got La Reina all the way from Lubbock, Texas. We got Mari Peña in La Casa. We also got Michelle Cervantes tuning in all the way from San Antonio, Texas. A la máquina. Wow. A la modis. We got a lot of people tuning in from everywhere, man. I guess Johnny Riojas says right here, says, Hermanos Peña, see you guys in Pasadena, Texas in May for Memorial Weekend.
Okay. Estamos hablando how we started. We started back in 72. Mi hermano empezó en el acordeón, yo no tuve interés en el acordeón. So he picked up the accordion, started playing.
Wow.
Entonces de ahí, I came in a couple of years later. A couple of years later fue cuando yo entré al grupo de los Arcos del Norte, los Arcos del
Wow.
Norte, ¿verdad? Entonces, ya ahorita, pues, eventually, fuimos ahí, pasó el tiempo y ya lo hicimos de puros hermanos, ¿verdad? Y hasta ahorita, we came from Indiana, Marion, Indiana, we came all the way to Divot, Texas in 78. Y aquí ya empezamos con un primo y un amigo de nosotros. Y ahí nos tocó la oportunidad de ir a México, fuimos a México. El primo no quiso ir para México, sobre todo un bassista allá en México y era mi carnal Ramón y Gerardo y yo. Fuimos a la capital, allá tuvimos 6 meses sin venir a Estados Unidos. Y de ahí salíamos de la capital, salíamos cuando quiera a tocar en avión, en bus, en combi, you never go, get in and go. Con otros grupos vamos. So, así empezamos. Y al fin ya se realizó back in 1945 y entró Gilberto. Gilberto entró ya con el bass y todo eso. Y ya pues ya se armó, los hermanos Peña, los Arcos Hermanos Peña. Entonces, pues, ¿qué más te puedo decir, Henry? Es un poquito de los detalles que hemos pasado, cómo llegamos a este punto. So, aquí estamos.
So 40 years, right? 40 years in the business, right?
Algo así, yes.
Man, that's a long time. So, I mean, playing with the group, playing with all the brothers, man. What is it like, man, being able to share the stage, man, 40 years ago, man, and it's still kicking? I mean, we're in 2024. I mean, now, you guys got new music, y todo pero, what is it like, man, being able to share the stage, man, with all the brothers, man, and being able to form a family band, and what is it like, man?
No, pues una chulada, mucho cariño, mucho amor entre los hermanos, mucho respeto. We had up and down como todos carnales, enojas ahorita y mañana te contentas, un rato te contentas y sigues adelante, porque pues andamos todos juntos, todos unidos en el mismo mueble, breakdowns y por las buenas y las malas y pues así es esto del ambiente musical de los músicos. Y pues cuando eres hermano, pues somos carnales y pasamos por lo bueno y por lo malo y ya ves, cositas aquí y allá, accidentes y de todo hemos pasado, de todo hemos visto. Solo que, ¿qué te puedo contar, Henry?
Yeah, man. But that's awesome, man. Being able to share the stage, man, with the group, man, and being able to share it with 5, 6, 7 brothers, man, being able to form a band, and I mean, and be in the business 40 years, man. I mean, I know the times were, I mean, every year gets worse, right? With the financials and getting everything together, and I mean, I was talking to Gilbert off the show, man, before we started, man, and everything is just so versatile now, man. I mean, look at these interviews nowadays. You can do them, remotely. You can do them. I mean, como quieras, right? Back then, you'd have to go all the way to the studio, or you'd have to travel, 90 miles, or 100 miles, or 18 hours, 20 hours, 48 hours. I mean, it took you 7 days just to get there to promote your single, your music, or whatever you're promoting, right? And now you just do it like this.
Mandamos un sobre que hacer y esto, tócame esto, si se puede, y esto. Y muchas de las veces, no digo que todos los locutores, pero había locutores que pues querían feria, ¿me entiendes? Y pues está duro para complacer a todo locutor allá en aquellos tiempos, con una mordida, como quien dice, una feriecita. Y no, pues no les daba nada y nomás te salías y te besaban la basura. It's hard. Pero ahorita, mira, estamos en la gloria porque hay todo esto de Instagram y YouTube y Facebook y pues ahí te reportas ahí y se ve mundialmente se mira todo esto. Lo que estamos haciendo ahorita, mira, nos están escuchando en Florida, California, San Antonio, Indiana, Michigan, Ohio, todos por hemos andado por allá y por allá nos escuchan en esto que estamos ahorita.
And how many, and in the 40 years, how many albums and stuff are you guys putting out since 40 years?
I'm going to say we got about 37
Ah,
37
la
de
máquina.
cassettes, CDs, LPs, 45s,
Dang, 40, 8-track, right? 8-track days.
8 tracks, de todo tuvimos.
Matrix. Yes, sir.
En
I
la
don't know,
colección
man.
yo no tengo los míos.
I was
Mande.
in San Antonio, man, at Janie's Record Shop, man, and I haven't been to Del Bravo yet in any of the other record shops that they got in Texas. But I've been to Janie's, man, numerous times, and I said, "What the heck is that thing?" I'm like,
You're
"Ah, la
young then.
máquina."
You're young. You're pretty
I
young
mean,
then.
I wasn't born in those days, right? So I mean, as a DJ and a podcaster, you got to know these kind of things, man, of what these artists, who've been in the business a long time and legendary artists and what they've been through, and just the technology, man. I mean, when I was at Janie's Record Shop, man, they got 45s, they got 8 tracks, they got CDs, they got cassettes. I'm like, a la máquina. I remember having a cassette when I was smaller and put it in the cassette player, and you'd have to rewind it and and then once the little string would come out, that'd be it, man. He'd be like,
Yeah.
"Dang, man, the tape's no good."
Yes, sir.
Oye, pero nosotros los mexicanos, back then se reventaba y lo parchaba, vámonos, a jalar otra vez. Scotch tape, fixed.
Yeah, when you were talking about technology, Mr. And dog, it's when we used to communicate with our wives back in the day. We would stop
Probably
at a
with the
rest area,
with the beeper, right?
no, payphones. Yeah, man, we got a pockets full of quarters to go make calls to the wives, check up on the kids and stuff. Man, now we can FaceTime our wives and the grandkids and all that. Man, technology's come a long way, man.
I remember Gilbert and Luis, man. I remember, man. My dad, working delivering ice cream in Torpedo, and he would get home, and I'd be like, "What the hell is that thing clipped to his pocket?" He's like, "This is a pager." I'm like, "What the heck is that?" I'm like, "Where can I get one of those things at?"
Yeah,
And that's how they would
that's it.
communicate, man. And even the bosses and some of the truck drivers, man, and I'd be like, "What the heck is this thing?" And I mean, we still have it somewhere in the junk drawer, man. And it's just crazy, man, with technology, man. And it, I mean, I got a 75, 76-year-old grandma, man, and we barely got her on the Facebook, in the last couple of years. And I mean, she don't know how to work one of these cellular devices. Um, but you get her to make tortillas. Oh, she knows how to make that.
Oh man, hey, that's
Ya quedan muy pocas de esas.
The technology, man, it's crazy, man. Um, and it's just like I was telling Gilbert earlier, man. It's just like crazy, man, with all this production and promotions, and I mean, how they can do it. The thing is like you want to go get it done by a professional studio, right? And it depends on what it costs at a professional studio, right? But nowadays you can do it right off your cell phone. You can do it right off for your iPad, tablet, computer. You can mix and master your own stuff if you know what you're doing.
yes, sir. Yes,
Eso sí,
sir.
muy cierto.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just the modern technology nowadays, man. We got Roger Sedna in La Casa saying saludos, and then we got let me see, we got what about the real Alamarca? Oh, real the real, yeah, you got that right, Daniel.
Oh yeah, for
You
recordings, reading reels, data tape, all that. Yeah,
Man,
remember all that.
and now we're getting to do some of the people's era, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But like, okay, guys, I mean, nowadays, you can make a single. If you got the words down, you can get it recorded and mixed and mastered within a few weeks, few months. Back then, it would take a little bit longer. With the technology and how the machines would work back then, and I mean, they weren't up to par like they are now. I mean, the thing is, you take your time for your craft, right? You take your time for your craft and put out great music for your fans, and still keeping the legacy going for uh, los Hermanos Peña. Pero I mean, the thing is, you're just trying to keep everything so professional, and putting out the right track, the right sound, and I mean, this technology, you could put anything together with the right technology.
Yes, sir. You sure can. I mean, like you say, if you know what you're doing, I mean, you can put it out within a week. You know, back then when we used to go to Hacienda Records to record, we would record a whole CD in a week. It was
Dang.
10 songs, and then we would have to stay up there because from where we live to Corpus, it's like a 12-hour drive. So we would go over there to Corpus and record. Ahí tenemos una hermana que vive en Victoria, so we just drive back and forth, you know, because it's a pretty long drive from here to Victoria. So we would, you know,
Take advantage.
You know, we would practice and practice and practice, and like you said, it's just a lot of people don't know what goes on behind the scenes. You know,
Exactly. Right. All the hours.
you know,
I mean, it's crazy.
we've had people say, "Oh, ustedes son músicos, you got it made." No, you know, just all this stuff you see back here, we got to load it up and drive to the next town or fly or, you know, get there. You know, it takes hours of practicing, practice and practice, and they go in the studio and record it and mix it. And I mean, it's a lot of work. You know, like you said, behind closed doors, it's a whole different ballgame.
Right, exactly. And there's some musicals and some musicians that don't have funding to have a setup at home or in their studio, and then have their traveling equipment. So like you said, you got to tear it all down, put it in the vehicle, and then you got to pay for the flight. However much it costs to put it underneath or carry on if you can put it in the overboard.
Yeah, I don't fit in there.
I mean, it takes a lot, man. It really takes a lot. I mean, and a lot of these people don't understand, like, why do these bands charge 15 to 20,000 or whatever it is that they charge, man. And this is why they got to put in the work in the studio. I mean, I go to Freddie Records, man, and I'm just looking like all the equipment, man. I'm just like, a la máquina. Like, the sound engineer has to go through all this little buttons, and I'm looking at the machine. I'm like, what does all these buttons do?
Yes, it's intimidating, but like you said, if you know what you're doing, it's
Piece of cake.
it's not too bad.
In the 40 years, Gilbert and Luis, in 40 years, man, what have you guys learned in the music business, man, in the last 40 years?
It's tough.
It's tough. Sometimes you say, well, I feel like quitting. Pero no se puede. Tanto le hemos puesto, tanto trabajo. You can't do that. Bueno.
I mean, we've learned a lot, man, over the years. I mean, we've met a lot of people, made a lot of friends. You know, it's just we've loved doing this so much that we're still at it.
Right. Yeah. And you're gonna put out some music too. So yeah, I mean, it's a lot, man. I mean, I'm kind of like sometimes like too, man, with this podcast, man. I'm like, man, how do I stay busy 4 nights a week and sometimes 5, sometimes 6? When I got, when I got some of my crew out there at the live events, recording you guys or recording other grupos or interviewing you guys before you guys go up on stage and before you guys go perform. I mean, it's a lot, man, to have a good crew, man, and thankfully I got a good crew that's able to help me out. And when I can't make it to San Antonio or make it to Indiana or Florida or Chicago or
all those places we've been, man. Yes, sir.
I mean, it sucks, man. Like, I mean, I would like to physically be there in San Antonio. I'd like to be there in Indiana or Chicago but I mean, the fortunes, man, I guess I gotta rob a few banks and
don't get caught.
I guess I got to rob a few banks, man, to kind of afford it, man. It's kind of tough, man. But yeah, it's one of those things, man. It's a rough ride, man, especially with the podcast and DJing. Because when I go DJ, I take the podcast gear with me because I never know when I'm gonna be able to set up another laptop to do an interview before my sets or whatever I'm doing it in the Texas area or wherever I'm at. You never know when you're going to be able to perform your podcast at these places, man. So, and oh look, we got one of my hosts coming in, man. She comes in on Tuesday, but she's here with us tonight. We got Gigi La Chicana Guerrero from the Desvelada Show.
Hola, los hermanos Peña, ¿cómo están?
How you doing, Miss Gigi? Long time no see.
Ay, ¿verdad?
Yeah.
How are you?
Good, good. How you been doing?
Qué bueno, qué bueno. No, I just walked in the door, man. It is super windy outside. Oh my
Oh man,
God.
that felt like it.
I
A
know.
la máquina. Look at this. We got a question, man, from Daniel Martinez. Says, how do you become a songwriter?
Pues te inspiras por ejemplo, vamos a decir, te has pasado tú tu día, tú me lo platicas y de ahí nace una canción. ¿No? Me pasó esto, me pasó este otro, o X cosa, y ahí vas pegando pedacitos aquí y allá hasta que se forma la canción. Y ya te la traigo, mire, ¿qué te parece? No, pero nosotros tipo le cambias, ahí te la llevas. Y cada quien de nosotros hemos compuesto y pues cada quien se pide una opinión. Oye, ¿cómo es aquí? Fíjate que no está bien, le quedan otra palabra, voltear aquí, voltear acá, pon acá, hasta que sale una canción. Así es.
Y esas son la letra,
La letra.
o la tema de la canción. ¿Y cómo es que dice ir así? ¿Así va a ir? ¿O va a ser corrido? ¿O va a ser como va a ser una
De,
política?
pues uno le tratas para empezar, empiezas balsadita, bolerito, ranchera, cumbia, y lo que te guste mejor, y ahí está. Si oye mejor en cumbia, dale cumbia. Y pues todo depende si es algo de, ¿cómo te diré? Algo romántico que te haga pasar la vida y todo. Entonces ya es un bolerito, una balsadita. Ahí te la llevas, tienes que
Ah,
buscarle.
tienes que decidir si es para bailar o para llorar.
That's right.
There you go.
O para parrandear.
Ah, ¿verdad? Llorar,
Sí,
bailar o parrandear.
dale, tú sabes, sí.
¿Otra canción?
Well, Gigi, welcome aboard. Welcome to the Thursday night show. We had some issues with some technical difficulties on the other side of the other host. They're having some difficulties logging into the show. Tends to happen. I guess this is the
Could be the
aliens
wind.
are out there in the
No, no.
windy.
Or the aliens. Los extraterrestres, ¿verdad? Tiene mucho que ver con
Hey,
lo
we
que
got
está
TDK in the house. I don't know what does that stand for. Tejano
the
dance something.
Dancing
The dancing
King.
king, man.
Saludos.
TDK. I challenge you to a dance off. No, just kidding. I'll get my butt kicked.
TDK, the Dancing
Giving
King.
you a hard time, TDK. It's been a while since I've seen you, my brother. We got Lisa Rincon Mercado, the wife of George Mercado, is in La Casa. And
Hi,
George
Lisa.
Mercado will be on the show this coming Monday. The flyer will be released right after tonight's show. I got the flyer done for that one. We got Dina Madrid from KNDA with her own radio station. Dina Madrid is in La Casa. We got a lot of people in the house tonight, man. We also want I also want to give a warm welcome to Lori Abalos Peña. Hopefully I said that last name correctly. She's
Yes.
in the house. She says, welcome in, everyone. A la máquina. She's doing what a moderator does. Welcome in, everyone. We might have to hire her. A la máquina.
Right?
I don't know if I got enough Benjamins to have her on board.
You can always use extra hands in a podcast. That is correct. So, ¿cómo están? ¿Cómo que? And I know, how long have I missed from the interview? I'm sorry, I just came in, pero fue a la mera hora.
Hey, you didn't miss nothing too much. We're just shooting the shoot.
There you go.
Well, yeah. So, ¿no le van a hacer sus siguientes presentaciones? Where are you all going to perform next?
Primeramente Dios, vamos a estar en Market Square Spring Festival, March 13th at 6:30 on the San Saba stage.
Ándale.
Los Hermanos Peña will be there en San Antonio. Y luego el 14, which is Friday, vamos a estar en Kingsville, Texas. Y luego el sábado estamos en Pearsall, Texas.
Oh, wow, you're all over the place. Qué bueno, qué bueno, qué bueno. Yes, yes, yes. Qué bueno que andan por todas partes.
Y le iba a platicar a Hendall de our documentary. PBS made a documentary. My son directed it. And it's called The West Texas Boys.
That's right.
De la familia nosotros, de ups and downs, you know, like migrant family. You know, we were a migrant family, and from there we started, you know, being the entertainment for all the migrants, you know, cuando iban a los trabajos. Nuestros padres, descansen nuestros padres, nos llevaban a trabajar. Pues, I was young, pero como quiera I could work a little bit. Ya los otros dos más chiquillos, I'm the third youngest, you know. Pero yes, we were you can go to pbs.org, or you can go to our website, Los Hermanos Peña's Facebook. There's a link there. You can click on there and watch it, and hopefully you guys like it.
When I last talked to you, when you were on my show, Giras y Desveladas, todavía estaba, it was still in the works, no?
It was fixing to come out. Ya estaba.
Right. Ay, qué bueno. I haven't checked it out. I need to check it out. Qué
No,
bueno.
hombre. We got a lot of people commenting in the house tonight, Gigi. I don't know if I can keep up, man. These guys got a lot of followers. I mean, they've been around 40 years or so. I mean, maybe 50 years or so. A la máquina, they're still going.
The two oldest brothers, casi 50 años.
They're still going, man. We got what's his name? TDK in the house. Says, Henry Candyman, you're a good dancer. A la máquina. Yeah, I'm a little rusty, but been a while. She says, Dina Madrid says, good evening, everyone. I need a shirt that says a la máquina. A la máquina.
You better patent that.
Ahí está el
Ay.
merch.
A&D Ballroom, good evening. And then we got Vicky V in the house. The documentary is amazing if you have not seen
I
it.
have to see. I have not gotten on to see it, but I will. Definitely. It's their story is all our stories. I mean, esto como mi padre también pionero de la música. They used to call them, jokingly call them the migrant tours, porque se iban todos de gira en todos los campos por todos los Estados Unidos a tocar para la gente que andaba en their gira, pero trabajando en las labores, ¿verdad?
Yep, and todo. I mean, I got to work. Luis el Mayor es el que he was a real hard worker. Hasta la fecha todavía. He still runs circles around me.
Oh, yeah.
He's always worked in
La fresa, tomate, pepino, calabaza, aguacate, lima, limón, ¿no? Olvídate del tomate correteado, juguete en Florida.
Correcto.
Yes.
Eso, fíjese, mi abuelito era campeón de pescador de naranjas, toronjas y limones. Eso de andar poniéndolo, they had the big satchel, and you had to run up the trees and get as many down without getting scratched and all that. I don't know how many.
A la modis.
Yeah, it was crazy. I mean, because if you think about it, all those trees have espinas, right? They have thorns.
Yes.
And to get out of there, get all that bagged and sin cortarte, no. I mean, it's para la gente que no sabe, no saben. Es algo.
A quick story. Now that you're saying about oranges, fuimos una vez a tocar en Florida y one of our roadies era primo hermano nosotros, Rick Espinosa, que hace nos fue el primo. And pues llegamos allá en Florida, ir a tocar. We got there like a Wednesday or something like that. Y el primo que vivía ahí, he goes, hey, I want to go make some money. We can go pick oranges. Pues yo, el primo, vamos, bro, pues make a little bit extra money. Digo, what they pay? Primo, like, well, they pay like $8 a tub. Pues we thought it was, a regular small tub.
Great.
Yeah, fuimos yo y el primo y llegamos a la labor. It was one of those, like a big old water trough.
Hijo de su.
Entre él y yo se me hace que llenamos nomás uno en todo el día. We made like $4 a piece. No, we better stick to playing music, primo. Nos fuimos para la casa todos cansados, but see, like you said, there was guys that would grab the branches like that and just.
Exactly.
Yeah.
After work, they nomás se sacaban the thorns out of their arms. And, man, these are hardworking guys. After that, I was like, man, my respect for these, pues puro mexicano.
Exactly.
And it was like,
no se puede apreciar o respetar suficientemente si no lo has vivido y no lo has visto.
Exactly. That's right.
Yeah.
You are on point on that one.
Yeah. And I tell you, we only went once al norte because my dad was always a musician, pero una vez fuimos a apoyar a mi tía y mis abuelitos. And we didn't make it. Había una matanza cerquitas que tiraban las cabezas de las vacas y las fueron mi papá y mi abuelita a levantarlos y hacer tamales. Y así es como nos regresamos vendiendo y íbamos por todos los campos y mi abuelita gritaba, tamales fríos, todos calientes. Salía toda la gente. O no es fácil andar haciendo eso,
No,
porque si no le sabes,
man.
no te vale.
No, man. That's work.
Yeah.
No, we got a lot of people in the house, man. Lori Hablos Peña says, I have Kleenex ready. You're going to cry. A la máquina.
What?
I mean, I guess I'm gonna have to watch it on the
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
gonna have
No,
to watch the documentary on the day of
deposito
my
mencionada.
dad's anniversary passing because I'm already gonna be emotional already. So might as well be emotional at the same time. But
Yes, yes.
happy emotional, all right, man. Happy emotional for you guys, man. We got a lot of people in the house, man. We got Michelle Cervantes saying, my brother, man. We also have A La Máquina. We got Michelle with the comment here. That's what made me finish school working the fields one summer. Hey, you
Yeah,
gotta do what you gotta do, man, to finish, your education, man. And and that's one thing that I can't. I mean, I'm going back to college. I mean, now that I work from home, I'm going back to school to better myself and better my career and stuff like that. I'm being too because you always gotta have something to fall back on your shoulders, man. And there's never enough to have too much education and to know a lot of but more of education in your repertoire, right? And I wish a lot more kids would go to school and at least graduate with a diploma. No, hombre, they want to go get the GED and I mean just finish school, man. I know it's tough. I mean, it was tough for me to finish también, pero I got through it and while I'm here today on the podcast, all of a sudden, but you can never go wrong with having enough education for
Yeah,
yourself.
como dices tú, just enjoy it, man, when you're in school, because once you're out of school, I mean, time flies by, man.
Exactly,
It's just like,
exactly.
where's the time going? When you were in school, like, man, I wish I was already out of school. And we're now, it's like, man, I wish I was in school. Back in school, no worries, we have to worry about bills. Mom and dad took care of that. And now it's just like, oh my goodness, where's the time going? Next thing you know, it's already the weekend, and but yeah, stay in school. Como decían, don't be a fool. Stay in school.
that's right. And I just mentioned that to my sister yesterday because we went to pick up my nephew at school, and plus all the kids were out there in high school. And I told my sister, man, all these kids don't know this is the best time of their life. Somebody's paying their bills, somebody's
Yes,
paying their
ma'am.
rent, somebody's paying their light, their water, their rent, or their house. And all I have to worry is about being in school. It's their only job. They need
That's
to be
it.
like, yeah. Ya cuando te sales, ya, órale, watch it.
Yeah, it's time to be an adult.
Yep. And being
Yeah,
adult
see,
means,
when you're an adult, you act like a little kid.
Yeah,
I mean, that's okay. That's okay. Ni
Well,
modo.
it's just like this, guys. It's just like you said, Gilbert. The time does fly, man. And I graduated in 13, and now we're in 2024, so 11 years ago, man. I mean, I hope I had it right because I'm not very good at math. But I mean, um, the time
That's why
does
you need to
go
practice.
by, man, because I'm already 29 years old, man. I'm 29 years old, and I'm like, where the hell did my education go? Where did the school go? Where did I'm like, I go to the high school games, man, basketball, football, and soccer, golf, tennis, all the sporting events right at the high school, and I'm like, man, I remember I could do that. I remember I could jump and do a flip. Yeah, right.
so now we can't even get off the stairs sometimes. We have to put some Tommy lifts on the stage to go up on stage already. No, not really. We're still pretty good.
So Gilbert and Luis, I'm gonna ask you a question, guys. Um, so what kind of experience have you guys had on the road, off the road, at a event, or what kind of an experience have you guys had at a show that you guys that can take from that?
I have one what happened with Luis. Estábamos tocando en Florida. Estábamos con los invasores de Nuevo León.
Oh wow!
And we were playing, and they had a stage, and it was made out of I guess those small tables. Pues we were jamming out, y de repente ya no se oyó la voz de Luis. Nomás se oía el bajo. Pues we looked, we couldn't see him. Well, that table he was on collapsed,
A la máquina.
pero cayó parado. And
Ay,
he was
pues,
still playing the bajo.
gato.
Yeah, I mean, it just collapsed straight down. He landed on his feet, nomás se dio el bajo. And we couldn't hear him sing no more. Pues, ¿dónde está Luis? He was on the floor, but no se cayó ni nada, nomás cayó parado. And I mean, I'll never forget that. It was funny. I'm glad he didn't get hurt.
Yeah.
Pero no soltó el bajo. His bajo, that's his pride and joy, el bajo. He's had it for how long, bro?
Since 78?
That's how long he's had that bajo.
Su baby.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Llego a la casa y el bajo se acuesta arriba en la cama.
Ay,
Yo me avento para el sofá.
No, and sometimes we're at the salon.
Exactly.
And he starts drinking a little bit. Y ahí va la cuñada, hey, where's Luis's bajo? Where's Luis's bajo? You know, where it's already put up. Okay. Ella también lo cuida más que Luis el bajo. That's the money maker.
that's right.
Yeah. ¿Cómo
Um,
andamos por allá? ¿Qué me cuentan ahora? Y nosotros vamos a preguntarle a ustedes. Échale, échale.
What else you got, Mr. Endo?
no, I'm looking at some of these comments over here, man. They got me laughing. Mr. TDK's always got me rolling, man. He's a good friend of mine and a good friend of ours as well. But no, I mean, are you ever going to decide to retire that Bajo Sexto, or are you going to keep it to G? I mean, and it's funny because you know, you'll be watching a Bajo player perform. It doesn't matter if he's playing country or rock or tejano or conjunto, cumbias or whatever he's playing. It's always the string that always breaks his G string, man. The G string always busts.
Yep. That's what they're jamming on the most, man.
And none of the other strings bust, man. I'm like, well, why does it always got to be G string? Why can't it be any other string? F or B or A? Why can't it be any of the other strings?
That's the one they jam out on the most.
Yeah, I was watching a YouTube video the other night, man, on learning how to. I mean, I don't have a guitar, but I mean, I'm always doing some type of stuff, man, working on different projects and trying to like see what I mean. Because I see everybody playing instruments. I said, well, I mean, since I just, you know, I'm here at home, I'm like, well, I wonder if I can learn an instrument. I mean, I got a button accordion that I don't know how to play. I mean, maybe a few tonos y todo, pero I mean, I think I need to put some more practice into it.
Well, we're looking for an accordion player.
A la máquina.
No, we got a accordion player, Mr. Adrian Everett. He's on his way to Dallas right now. He had a guitar convention. He's a jack of all trades. El amigo he's like our brother, man. He's very talented. He knows how to play accordion, bajo, guitar, keyboards, bass, drums. He's an all out. And then with the technical stuff, with the mixer boards, digital, he's all into it. He's a real savvy at that. He's all self-taught. Most of it is self-taught.
Wow.
Mr. Adrian Everett. I don't know if he's hearing it or not, but be careful out there, Mr. Adrian.
Wow, I wish I could be self-taught, man. I think I need to be more like enthused into it, man, and put more time into it. I mean, I know if you two, I've been trying to play Palomita Blanca. I've been trying to play what's the other one? No Se Va. I know the first two. I mean, I don't know if that counts.
O sea, apréndete mucho dice Paloma.
I said Palomita Blanca.
Palomita Blanca. Learn it. We go up there. Will you jam out with us?
A la máquina.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you gotta
Hey, just give me the play, guys, and don't ask me to sing because I mean, I'm sure you guys get 10,000, 20,000, 50,000 people in attendance at y'all shows. So if you want to have all those attendees, make sure you don't give me the singer, right? Because then everybody will leave.
That makes two of us. Puro gritos.
I have a question for you. De tanto de estar en el escenario and performing, ¿cuál es la canción que le piden todo? And there's that one or two songs que no falla en cualquier evento que estén, se las piden.
Pues esa bueno, para nosotros es muy fácil. Donde quieres reconocida esa canción, El borracho del año.
Ah, el
Es un,
borracho del año.
El borracho del año.
Ándale.
Otra canción que grabada mi hijo mayor, que ya se me fue, dijo hace 8 años. Esta esta no era conmigo. Me enamoré de ti, eso me enamoré siempre. ¿No? Son de los más fuertes de los hermanos.
Ay, sí. Hablando de canciones que te hacen bailar o llorar, esa es una de esas.
Yep. Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
yeah.
I mean, those are heavy hitters, man. I know you guys are pushing the newer music, man, and getting it out there for the fans and to all the radio stations and the DJs and but it's awesome, man, because you can go back and you can. I mean, they're still playing, Los Hermanos Peña, and I mean, and of course, you want everybody to push the new music, and I think that's what all these people want, right? All these artists, and like Gigi, she's an artist herself. She's got her song "Me Voy a Casar," and there's more music that she's got to be released, and the thing is, you just gotta push it, man, and then, it may take 10 years, you may take 5 years, may take a month, may take a week. I mean, you just don't know how it goes, right? And how much pushing it's getting on the stations and on the of course, like a show like ours, on the podcast that we do music shows on Mondays and Wednesdays and well, whenever I'm not busy, of course. Or sometimes I'll get a spur of the moment, man, and I'll be like late Friday night. I'm not at the event center where I'm DJing at, and be like 9 o'clock my time, 10 o'clock Texas. There I am tagging everybody, and then all my fans, all my hosts are asleep, but they get a notification like Hen Dog is live at 10 o'clock Texas time. But I'm always having a good time with fans, man, and making sure the music is getting
That's
out there
awesome.
to the fans, man. And don't get me wrong, guys, I love the old school music, man. I never knew Gigi's dad was a singer, songwriter, and had music out there until I brought her onto my show, and I was like, "A la máquina!" I mean, where am I sleeping at? I'm sleeping with all this music, man. That's good music, man. I'm just like, "A la máquina." So I mean, I've been putting that into my repertoire, my repetition on my shows, and I mean, it's great music, man. I mean, I like putting out the old school music. I like putting out the new school music as well, man, that people are putting out there. So, I mean, if you want to get your music heard, contact New Mexico Radio Talk Show. You get your music heard on the show.
There you go, plug. A ver, los hermanos Peña, ¿qué pregunta? Apenas lo tenía while he was talking. Nela se me fue.
We got, let me see, Michelle Cervantes says PBS.com. A la máquina. Los Hermanos Peña has a new video being dropped tomorrow. Be on the lookout. A la máquina. Well, come we can't send it over here. We could drop it right here. No, just kidding.
We'll send it to you. Yeah. I said when I heard that PBS, the documentary, yeah, we'll have the song's already out. Se llama Prenda el Alma. And my son's the one that directs all these videos. Him and my nephew, Juan Ramon Peña Jr. They do all these videos for us, and this will be coming out tomorrow.
Oh, wow.
7:00 in the morning. It'll be 6 o'clock y'all's time.
Put your alarm.
Put your alarm on.
No, I'm gonna be asleep.
Well, Gilbert, if you see me on the show, because I'm like I said, man, I get a spur of the moment, man. And normally I don't get up at 7 o'clock in the morning, but sometimes I am up like at 4 in the morning because I don't sleep all the time. So I'm always up, and I'll go get me a few minutes of rest. And then I'm like, well, okay, what am I going to do? I already had my cup of coffee. I already had my this. Now, what do I do for the next 3 hours? I said, well, you know what? I said, you know what? I'm going to jump on the show, man, and I'm going to do a 7 o'clock my time, 8 o'clock New Mexico time. I mean, Texas time. And I'm going to do a live music show for 2 hours or 3 hours or whatever. So 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock Texas. And sure enough, I jump on, and I mean, I don't give a dang if I get maybe 1 view, 2 views, 3 views, 10 views, 30 views. I'm on the show. I mean, I don't care if I get blocked on Facebook because I'm live on Roku. They don't block me. So all our shows are on Roku TV, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to get interviewed, all your shows go on the interview platform on Roku TV. That way, if we do get blocked, you know how this world is getting crazy, man, with Facebook and Instagram and TikTok, and they want to ban this, ban that. And I just got a notification the other day, guys, that they said after 30 days, you got 30 days to save your live feed, your live videos, and all that stuff from your Facebook. And I mean, you got the option to give them a reason, and I think it's 6 months that they extended till. So you got 6 months to download your stuff, your content.
Okay.
So keep that in mind.
You learn something every day.
So if you got some old leaked footage on there, man, and you want to download it, well, I'm looking on how to download it from my Facebook, because I got chingos of videos, man, from fanfares, you know, and some award shows that I've been to, and for them to go away, man, or take them away, no hombre. I mean,
that's not good.
I mean, the videos that I have, you know, with this podcast, I upload them as soon as I'm done. Like last night's show, I uploaded it to Roku right away, because if I don't upload it, you know, when I say I'm going to upload it, I'll forget past time. Then it gets deleted off my stream platform. So then I don't have the video no more. I mean, I have to go to YouTube, download it from YouTube, and then upload it. So when I'm done with every show, takes about 30, 40 minutes to download it, upload it to Roku, bam, it's done.
And you should, do you have all the videos of all of our latest songs? We have a video with each song.
Yeah, I'm about to take a break right now, guys, and I'm about to play this one. It goes a little bit of something like this. Let me see if I can get it going.
A ver si me acuerdo para cuando regrese.
Bueno, man, este grupo, Hermanos Peña, lo celebramos.
Los amigos de parranda nos juntamos una noche, platicando las tristezas que nosotros vivimos. La tristeza más grande fue lo que a mí me pasaba, que sabiendo ya lo que eras, todavía te perdonaba. Me brindaron un saludo a mi tristeza más grande. Me brindaron otra copa por el borracho del año. Como todavía te quiero, yo brindé por tu cariño. Y llorando a grito abierto, les pedí que me dejara, llorar por la que siempre he querido, que me dejaran esperar a su corazón perdido. Como supieron comprender, me dejaron sufriendo para que siguiera siendo el borracho del año. El borracho del año.
Wow. Wow. A la máquina. Hey guys, I ain't got no beer in my refrigerator, but I wanna take another break and I'm gonna go to the store. No, just kidding. Just kidding.
Who's doing that top voice at the end?
His son Oscar,
Really?
Wow.
Wow. Wow.
and I can tell you he was yawning when he did that part. He that boy has a vocal man. He can hit some notes that I'm just like, good job, mijo, good job.
Yeah, it's a pretty high note there.
Wow,
Mhm.
man, you guys are talented, man. Yeah, I mean, I know I couldn't. Like I said, man, like I said, if you got 20,000 in attendance or 50,000 in attendance, you guys just keep the singing. I'll bring the accordion and I'll play. All right, because when I start singing, a la máquina, I'll blow the PA system and everybody will leave the leave the leave the stadium or the stage.
Ya estamos entrados when we get together, Mr. Hendall. We're gonna jam out together.
A la máquina. How about we jam out in the backyard, man, like the old school days, man? Everybody
Let's do it.
playing the cucharas and I mean, I remember I mean, because I'm still young, right? So I remember my family playing like some drums on a cup, on a tin can, on a sartén. I'm like, "Hala máquina." I miss those days. Now
Yeah.
you can't. Now nobody does that anymore, man. Nobody gets together like that, man. I mean,
No, no,
unless you're
too
old
busy
school.
with technology, man. Everybody's on the phones.
Phones and computers.
Yeah.
Ahora
But
sí
back,
me acuerdo. Dijo Chiquique
Okay.
que se me va la onda. Se me va the wave. I wanted to ask you now, you all. I know as I've uh, interviewed a lot of the pioneers of Tejano, que Tejanos nació de conjunto. What? Hold on.
Uh-oh.
technical difficulties over there, Gigi, or
No,
what?
it's Alexa that she talks at 10 o'clock all the time. I was interrupting me. No. Anyway, so Tejano was born out of conjunto. Y conjunto todavía está muy fuerte, bien fuerte. Y Tejano, I mean, there's some people that say Tejano, Tejano, other people say conjunto, conjunto. Yo digo um, they're ¿cómo dicen? Sale igual because it's still our same music. Tejano was born from conjunto. So, what do y'all feel about those people that have that always like un conjunto, only Tejano? What do y'all think about that?
Um, Me personally, like you said, it comes from conjunto because todavía sin Tejano like David Lee Garza, he still has the accordion and the bajo in there. So
Exactly.
they just added the keyboards and the sax and the beats the same, a little bit more downbeat, and vice versa with Norteño. Norteño still conjunto because they still have the bajo and the accordion in there, but they add the sax with a faster beat. So it all comes out from conjunto. It spreads out. That's the
Sí,
way I see it.
yeah, like conjunto evolved.
Yes, exactly.
That's
Somebody comes up with an idea, like with the bajos. Back in the day, no tenía, it was a full body. They call it the neck, y luego se sigue el cuerpo del bajo. And
Exactly.
then somebody came up with an idea to cut it so you can have more play down here. So
yeah,
le hicieron el resaque, como le llaman. It's just ideas that people come up with. And when it sounds good, they combine the saxophone with keyboards with the accordion and bajo, and it sounded good. Another one, for example, Los Hermanos Barron, pura cumbia, but it's still combined with accordion y bajo.
y va.
Y luego le metieron teclados and then
Exactly.
sax and all that. So like you said, Miss Gigi, it's just a combination of the music ideas that people have.
Exactly.
Yeah, I feel es lo mismo. It's just that some play it more the basic, is nomás, lo bien basic, and then some people add other instrumentation, just like you said, and then different instrumentations to imitate the sounds that the original conjuntos make.
Mhm. Yes,
See,
exactly. That's the
yeah,
way I see it. You know,
yeah, I feel it's the same también.
yeah, it's a good combination. It's like I said, sounds good. And like a lot of people don't like the 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 brass con accordion and like mariachi también. Mariachi came in with accordion too. Me le meten accordion en mariachi. So
Yes.
la acordeón y bajo sexto is very traditional. It's very
Yeah.
a lot of people follow that.
Well, when I went to one of Jesse Torres's conjunto awards, man, in Corpus Christi at Sunset Rodeo, man, because I never really listened to conjunto other than like listening to it here at home, like Ruben Vela and um Rica Naranjo and stuff like that. And I'm like, okay, I kind of vibe with this music, right? So then, I go to his award show in Corpus, and it's a conjunto show, nothing but conjunto artists, man. And I'm like, a la máquina. And I'm like, and I never been to one, right? And I've been to a few Tejano concerts, man, and um, they get booming, right? So I'm there in Corpus. I'm like, I wonder if conjunto gets booming. Well, I ain't kidding you, man. I'm like, where did all the heck these people come from? This place was packed, man. And then, San Antonio's the Tejano capital, and Corpus Christi is the conjunto capital. So you got two genres right there, man. They got their own capitals of music, man. And I mean, of course, you could go, 3, 4 bars down the road, man, and you can find a Tejano, Norteña bar. Same thing in San Antonio. You can find country, Tejano, Norteña, even some hip hop, R&B bars and clubs. But I mean, it's just where the heritage is at, man. Tejano capital, San Antonio, Corpus Christi, conjunto capital. And ever since then, man, I love conjunto music, period, man. And I mean, I tell people, if you never heard of conjunto music, go watch a conjunto band live, man, and you'll never go back to your whatever you listened to before, because you'll always have conjunto music and Tejano music in your genes.
Yes, sir. Exactly. Ahí también como para el valle también está bien conjunto. It's a lot of conjunto en el valle.
That's
Teach
crazy,
all the
man.
schools, all the schools teach it.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, todo el valle tiene conjunto, high schools, middle schools, now even some elementaries.
Right, and I
Yes.
seen a Facebook video today of Santiago Garza in La Nucha Lesar out there, man. Him and the dad out there doing a little performance out there, man, for the kids, man. They brought him back, to the school, and now I think he's going to be a teacher at one of the schools, teaching people how to play accordion and bajo, man. I mean, I think that's awesome, man. I mean, I wish they had that when I was in high school or middle school. I mean, I wish they had that option or had that kind of an opportunity.
That's part of the point of having that in the schools, because there's some kids, la escuela no les interesa, pero la música sí. So
Exactly.
because of the music, they stay there. And that's
Exactly.
yeah. And by the way, my foundation, the Tejano Music Legacy Foundation, initiated the first pilot program in Edinburgh at Economides High School, and they're already, going full speed ahead with their Tejano. I'm hoping to start the Tejano in other schools también, así como comenzó el conjunto y así poquito a poquito en una escuela, en one school district, en otra, así. Porque Tejano, like we just said right now, Tejano is from conjunto. So they're already doing the foundation. They're
Yes.
already doing conjunto. They're already doing the foundation. ¿Qué les falta? Agregar unas cuantas cosas para hacer Tejano.
Exactly.
Yes, ma'am. All right, Mr. Gigi.
Yeah.
No, you're totally correct, man. And you know, these schools, rather if it's high school or middle school, they got band class, right? And I mean, I know I was in band class in middle school. I still got a snare. It's a brand called Peace. I don't know if you guys heard of that brand of a snare. I still got it, brand spanking new in the bag, like brand new in the bag. Um, I use it maybe 3 or 4 times, maybe in band class. I think it was during the Christmas time, when I used it the most, and then I put it away. I didn't like band class, to me it was boring, They didn't. I mean,
You weren't
we
playing
didn't
the
do
right
it
music.
like now. like they
todo
got
lo
that,
que-
you know. I'm like,
Yeah,
all right, I'm getting out of this crap.
yeah. Yeah, because and then en la banda, en la escuela, when I was going to school, that was quite a long time ago, este, you know, que tocábamos pues las cosas, the marching stuff, the marching band, and then
Exactly, right.
and all that, and that's boring. That's boring. No, hombre, si lo hubieran, if Conjunto was around at that time when I was going to school, the only more exciting music was the jazz, and I went to state the jazz band. I played the saxophone, so but that was the only thing that was the closest thing to getting more exciting music. But now with Conjunto, no, hombre, imagínate. And so now all the little kids, that's why you're having all these little kids now, like what is it? El Gorrión y la Paloma, is it? These two little kids con acordeón and las Bella Divas también, these two little girls.
Ujú. Sí,
And that's where they're coming out of because they're teaching them in schools. And I don't know if them in particular learn in the school or their family, but it's there. They're getting exposed now. So that's a
yep.
great thing. That's a great thing para nosotros que como los hermanos Peña, que venimos de la misma gente, que somos descendentes de México, whether we cross the borders or the borders crossed us, tenemos en la sangre la herencia mexicana y esa es la música de nosotros. So, qué bonito que está siguiendo así. And you all, qué bonito que ustedes siguen esa música y siguen sonando por todas partes con música para que nuevas generaciones comiencen a apreciar la música.
Es cierto. Yeah.
Porque como dice Hendok, si no lo escuches en vivo, a lo mejor no lo aprecias suficiente.
Right.
Lo miras en un YouTube video o en la televisión, no
Tienes
es
que
igual.
sentirlo.
Tienes que sentir lo que ahí te estás haciendo el acordeón ahí enfrente de ti, moviéndote, te mueve la música, te mueve la sangre la música.
Es cierto, es cierto. Yeah.
Makes a lot of sense, man. Makes a lot of sense, man. Because you know, like I said, Gigi and Gilbert and Luis, man. I mean, if we would have had, you know, the programs that they got now for these high schoolers and these middle schoolers, man, to teach them tejano or conjunto or just music in general, man, would be awesome, man. Because I mean, we'd be a musician. I think we'd be better musicians, you know, and just like look what they got at the San Antonio College at UTSA. They got a music program where Shelly Lattis is at. You know, I think that's great, man. Teaching the college kids. I mean, well, they're not kids, they're adults, but I mean, I mean,
Yeah.
teaching them, you know, music, man, is awesome, man. I
The younger
mean,
generation, yeah.
I think
Grupo
it's cool.
Tercero dice, los hermanos Peña are the best. ¿Qué otro grupo te diga eso? ¿Qué más quieres?
Bueno, más we got the beautiful Sonia Garza Alejandra saying good evening, everyone. Saying we got Grupo Tercero en la casa. We also have TDK in the house. We got Lori Avalos Peña still in the house with us tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We also got Mari Peña en la casa también, man. We also have we got Michelle Cervantes still in the house with us. We got a lot of people. You guys got a lot of friends. We also got Jesse Torres from the All-Star Music Awards, Filmmaker Awards, and the Puro Conjunto Awards in La Casa. I believe Jesse Torres has his award show for Memorial Day weekend in San Antonio, Texas. It's going to be an awesome show. He's got an awesome lineup, man. He's working on a lineup. If you want to perform, contact Jesse Torres, man, in La Doña Chingona, man. They got their own podcast on Mondays. Gigi's got her show on Sundays, and I got my show on
Hey.
well,
Un
I
saludo
guess
para Mr. Jesse Torres de parte de los hermanos Peña.
Saludos, Jesse Torres.
man,
And
you
thank
got a
you,
lot.
thank you for allowing me to be in your presentation in the All-Star Film Awards over there at the Desperados in San Antonio. I appreciate that very much.
And Miss Gigi, where are you from? Are you from the Valle?
Mission, Texas, sir.
Okay.
Aquí, yes. Mi padre Juan Guerrero de los Chicanos, escribió la canción Ya te vi. Quisiera tener alas. ¿Qué más quieres, corazón? Jardín olvidado, El Tuerto, just to
Yo
name a
tengo un
few.
caballo, es en el puerto. Oh yeah, you know
A
all
la
those songs.
máquina.
That's right. That is correct. Yep. 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 That's it. That's it.
And you know what I like, man, is like I mean, and everybody has inspiration, right? Everybody has somebody who inspired them and who influenced them into be musicians. And I mean, I got numerous ones, but it's very awesome, that because that these artists and musicians look up to somebody, right? And even though some of them are, oh no, I never like to play like them or be like them, of course, because you don't want to imitate them. But a lot of these artists, man, have a good inspiration, on a lot of artists. And um it's crazy because like people like you guys listen to people who aren't who you guys were growing up listening to before. Now people like us and people like in the conjunto field are listening to Los Hermanos Peña, um, Mingo Saldivar, um, Bonnie Morrucio, Ruben Vela, and it's awesome, man. That everybody has a little feedback on who they got inspired. So who you guys' biggest inspiration?
My inspiration for me was Los Relámpagos, Los Relámpagos del Norte. That's the music I grew up with. Ramón Ayala, Relámpagos Norte,
Really?
Roberto Pulido. But the one that I would try to imitate on bass was el bass player Ramón Ayala,
Okay,
el Barragas, José Martínez. His present cárcel, he was one of my uh, favorite bass players. I'm not saying there's a lot of bass players, but he was one of that was,
exactly.
oh man, one of the, and he got to use my whole system. We played with him in Fremont, Ohio one time.
Wow.
Con los originales bravos, which is Ramón, Eliseo, and Barragas and Jose Luis on drums. We were playing Fremont, Ohio. They were playing in Chicago, and they were running late. So the promoter goes, "Hey man, can you guys play another hour?" Yeah. I mean, and it was packed. That salon was, and sure enough, llegó Ramón y los Bravos, and he got to use my system, and I was like, wow, it was just awesome. But yeah, you name it, we played with the originals, originales de los Releros, uh, Pegaso, Huracanes, Tigres, Salina, Ramón, Rubén Vela, Tony Mauricio, Los Humildes. I mean, we've been, that's what I told my son. He goes, I said, if we would have the technology we had back then, oh man, I would have had all kinds of videos, you know,
Yeah.
just sitting there with a camera and stuff like that. It was, you know, it's totally different now. But yeah, you name it, we played with them. We shared the stage with a lot of groups. Excuse me, we got that dust over here. It's real windy and dusty.
I know. It's crazy. Yo también ando because allergies real bad. It's crazy
Gotta go
wind.
get me coughed up.
Mm, yeah.
So what
Este,
else you guys?
just reminding everybody, Vicky V says, hope to see everybody on March 13th at Market Square. Springfest, Los Hermanos Peña will take stage at 6:30 on the San Saba stage. Just a reminder to everybody wanting to go check out Los Hermanos Peña and to enjoy their music. They're going to be at the San Saba stage on the 13th at 6:30 p.m. So thank you, Vicky V, for reminding us of that.
Miss Vicky V, our promoter, Miss Vicky V. Special shout out to
Yeah,
you for everything you do for us.
she's a
And
wonderful.
yes, and all the fans. We can start shout outs to el señor y señora David Flores from Victoria, el señor y señora Reinaldo Rodríguez from Castroville, el señor y señora Gilberto Galván from Amarillo, la hermana San Juanita Peña from Amarillo. Those are all our sisters. Y luego aparte de todos nuestros hijos, you know, my daughters. One lives in Saginaw, Texas. Her and husband, the Pointers. You go, my daughter, uh, April and Aaron Martinez in Amarillo. A special shout out to my granddaughter. She'll turn 8 years old tomorrow.
Oh.
Ariel Edwina Martinez, happy birthday, baby. And then my
Oh.
youngest granddaughter, she'll turn 6 on March 12th.
A la máquina. Look right here, man, from los Hermanos Peña Facebook page says, mañana estrenamos el nuevo video de Preneda del... A la máquina. Did I just read in Spanish? A la máquina.
Prenda del alma.
A la máquina. I get a slap on the head. Just kidding.
Do you have that new one? Endo, do you have that new song, Prenda del alma?
Let me see what I can pull up over here, brother. Let me see what kind of magic I can put up, man.
Are there any females from los hermanos Peña that went into the business? De tantos hermanos, no hay hermanas o hijas o nietas.
As 7 brothers and 4 sisters. And nomás los puros hermanos salieron músicos. None of my sisters, they love music, but none of them. And right now, his granddaughter, my granddaughter, they're starting to sing. And my oldest granddaughter, she loves the drums. She plays drums.
Oh, wow.
So we got the next generation. The third generation.
It skipped a generation.
Yes, it did. None of our daughters.
I should have it. No, of course. Man, I got it all, man. We're going to take a short commercial break, but the video does come out tomorrow, I believe at 7 my time or 6 my time, something like that. Yes. New video comes out, man. Prenda de la alma a la máquina. It goes a little bit of something, just a little bit of something like this for you guys, man. Hope you guys enjoying the show, man. It goes just like this. Una más, los Hermanos Peña. Prenda del alma. New hit single, man. New video coming out mañana. Hoy no más. New video released tomorrow. Tiene canales en la casa. Saludos, man, to los Hermanos Peña, man. We got Gilbert Luis en la casa. Mañana at 7 o'clock. New video para los Hermanos Peña. Prenda del alma. Hermanos Peña. Gilbert Luis en la casa. The new masquerade Sergeant for live interview. Súbele. Bueno más, Virgo Martina Galván en la casa de Glory, Hablos Peña. ¡Sule! Yes, remember Los Hermanos Peña. We're in la casa tonight.
¿Cómo negar que sufres el pecho mío? ¿Cómo borrar de mi alma esa pasión? Recordándote, jefe, que viva el
If everyone,
Peña.
brand new hit single, ladies and gentlemen. Brand new video comes out mañana, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you guys enjoyed that one right there. Prenda del Alma, man. Brand new hit video comes out tomorrow. So be on the lookout, man, for Los Hermanos Peña new video. Hopefully we get it tomorrow as well, ladies and gentlemen. I might be on the show in the morning, so they'll be able to send it to me, and I'll be able to jam it for you guys on the show. All right. See, I gotta set my alarm clock. Yeah, man. I love this song, man. You guys are, I mean, you guys sound like 40 years ago, man. A la Máquina. You guys are still got the talent. A la Máquina. It doesn't lose. Don't lose the touch, man. Never lose the touch, man. It's like riding a bike, right? It's like this, man. It's like this, man. I went and shot some basketball hoops. It's been a while back, but I went about a couple months, 2 months ago, something like that. And they're like, "Do you know how to shoot the basketball still?" I'm like, "Well, it goes in the hoop and have a good shooting form, and it goes in the hoop, right?" So it's been a while, but you don't lose your touch, right? Don't lose your touch. So we got a lot of people checking in, ladies and gentlemen. We got Vicky B in the house. We got Michelle Cervantes. We got Los Hermanos Peña Facebook page. We got Daniel Martinez. We got Martina Galvan. We got Sonia Alejandra in la casa. We got Lori Ablos Peña. We also have DJ Taz, Mrs. Taz on K Alamo 98.9 FM in La
Yes.
Casa Lopez Broadcasting Studio in La Casa, man. So,
Awesome. DJ
so
Taz, saludos.
Gilbert Luis, you guys got any advice to young talent? I mean, because I'm sure you guys explore this Facebook world and this technology nowadays and see all these upcoming artists and new artists, whether if it's a male, a female, a band, and a karaoke singer, man. Is there any advice you can give? And especially, we got an artist in the house ourselves. We got Gigi as well. Is there any advice that you can give to all these young talent out there?
My advice to these kids is never give up. Just like I was saying earlier, you're not gonna please everybody. You're gonna have the people that drink that haterade and stuff. So just keep your head up and keep going. Just keep on going. Never give up. And pa adelante. That's all you can do.
Good advice. Very good advice. Porque sí va a haber gente que te cierra la puerta, que te dice que no, que te dice que forget it, but you know your heart, just do it. Mhm. And I have to correct you, and dog. I'm not a new artist. I'm a new solo artist, but I've
No,
been
I
in
never.
the Hall of Fame. Yeah, kind of been around for a while.
Well, no, I was saying we also have an artist in the house. I
Yeah,
mean,
no, and it is different. I mean, now you'll see the difference. I mean, más antes, when I started playing with my dad since '91, Papi was in the scene since the '60s. Lo que es ahorita es muy diferente. As far as PR, as far as marketing, as far as
right.
promoting, todo es tan diferente. How are you all adjusting to that as well?
For us older, us than me, Luis, and it's harder because, like I said, my son's the one that does all the Facebook and like that. We got to do this. He's like, well, we got to do this, that. He knows the when to put it out on Facebook, when to put it out. He knows exactly when to do it because, como dice, Daddy, a las 7 de la mañana, 6:37, that's the first thing they do. People grab. They pray. After they get praying, they grab their phones. At lunchtime, go straight to the phones. And after work. So it has its windows where you put something on Facebook and it'll catch. If you put it at 11, 12 o'clock at night, pues ya todos están dormidos and, except like Hen Dog and I, we stay up late, but it's a whole different ballgame. It's
Exactly.
like my son said, like Grupo Frontera and Karim de Leon and all these artists, you know, they're known, they're packing arenas. He goes, yeah, Selena and Ramon, and they never did that. That I said, yeah, son, but back in the day, there wasn't this technology.
Mhm.
Our music's not limited no more.
No,
Yes.
It's
that's what I
worldwide, you
said.
know.
That's just like I said, Gilbert. Like, the everything changes, man. Because
It's
I mean,
changed.
to do this interview back, I mean, take it back 40 years ago, you guys would have to travel 8, 9, 10 hours to even do the show.
Yes, exactly.
But
You know,
with technology, a link, an email link, and we're there. Or like if I would have said this ahead of time, I could have said, "Hey, Gigi, can you head down to where Los Hermanos Peña are at? Put up a little live camera. We could do a live shoot like that, remotely that way." I mean, technology, man. Technology is where it's at. I mean, think about it. I mean, CDs. I mean, I like a hard copy CD still. Um, but who makes CDs anymore? I mean, you got to make your CDs yourself. The record labels
yes,
aren't going to make them for you.
Los,
Like not like they
los
used to.
piratas.
Los primeros son los piratas.
yeah, yeah.
Uh,
But there's still people that ask for CDs.
exactly.
You'll be
You know
surprised how
what's
many
coming
people
back in style is vinyl.
buy
Some
them.
people are doing vinyl again.
Yeah.
Yes, yep. That vinyl's coming back. It's not gonna do a lot, but I mean, it's just they're
It's
there.
nostalgia.
I
There you
mean,
go.
if somebody gives me a CD, I'll take it, or I'll try to give them, a little bit of cash for it because I know they spend a lot of money, putting the artwork on the CD, the cover CD, and then to burn it, transfer it over, and get it from their producer or their engineer. So I mean, I know all that pertains to to money. So um, and I know some artists and musicians are a little hard headed when it comes to that. Like, no,
Yes,
DJ, longer you spin our music, you can. I'm like, no, that's not how it works, guys. Because I don't mind having the hard copy CD, man. I don't mind having the hard copy CD of a musician or an artist. I mean, I'm not old school, but I just love having the hard copy of the CD.
yeah. That's we have some un primo de Indiana, primo Edward Imari Peña. He loves CDs. He has a collection of CDs, and he goes, primo, I need your CDs. I need CDs. So we need to keep make maybe like 100 CDs, and because like I said, there's still several people that ask for CDs. So we're gonna start making some CDs.
Oh, and you know what they're doing now, guys, is they're making little flash sticks, man, of 10 songs, 12 songs of the album
Yes.
and selling those as CDs. I mean,
Yeah.
I got a 2021 Chevy Traverse, and I'm like, okay, where's the CD player at in this thing? No, hombre, don't even have a CD player.
They don't. They're not.
It's got a USB drive player and a Bluetooth.
Yeah, Bluetooth. That's it. It's also
Yeah,
going to maybe an auxiliary, but
Right, I said,
maybe.
I told the sales agent, man, I'm like, what the heck am I supposed to do with this thing? I said, you not
exactly.
seen my CD case? I got CDs from way
Trabajar,
back.
tienen adapters, también iban para cassettes, tienen todo, madre, tienen todo.
Yep, that's right.
Well, it's just like I got a MacBook Pro, right? And I use it for DJing, and I'm using it for the show tonight también too. Pero um, I had gotten a CD from Fanfare, and I was like looking on the side of the computer, the back of it, the front of it. I'm like, where's the CD player to burn the CD to the computer?
No, no
I'm
way.
like, what the
Hello.
heck? So I'm in San Antonio, mind you, and I'm like, man, I'd like to listen to the CD, download it, put it in my DJ software so I can jam it at the shows. I'm like, no, hombre. So I had to go to Walmart in San Antonio and buy an actual CD burner that goes USB-C to the computer. I'm like, I tell you, man, these technology and they want you to spend money. Spent like $40 for the darn thing. I
Man,
mean, it's crazy, man. Just crazy how this stuff works.
yes, sir.
But looking forward to seeing you guys soon, man. Looking seeing you guys perform and uh see what you guys got to the table and bringing it to the table. And I'm proud of you guys, man, for keeping La Onda going, man. 40 plus years, man, in the business, and now we're here, 2024, 2025, man, and still doing Los Hermanos Peña things, man. And I'm looking forward to seeing you guys at live shows, live events. Hopefully, we get a few merchandise and a
Oh
picture.
yeah,
You see my wall of fame back here, right? It's got nothing but posters.
yeah. We'll get you one. I don't know when, but we'll get you one.
Ándale.
Yeah,
Awesome.
Ay, ay, ay.
we gotta do some modification to our one of our old posters.
Exactly, right, exactly. We got Jenny Canales, a la máquina, saying, she says, say hello to Los Hermanos Peña. See you the 13th at Fanfare, a la máquina.
Hi, Lady Canales. How are you?
Yeah,
No,
we'll be at the Market Square Spring Festival on the 13th. So I'm on San
that's right.
Salvador
You're gonna be
stage
there.
at 6:30. Monday.
6:30, guys. Los Hermanos Peña be performing live for you guys, all right? Be sure to go out there, meet and greet them, and get a picture, autograph, y todo pedo, and
Todo,
they may,
todo
they may
pequeñito.
charge you, but go ahead, all right?
We won't charge that much. O sacar para los taquitos ahí en centro.
Ay, güey. Well, man.
The taco part caught your attention.
Yeah, I mean, you haven't seen. I mean, it's crazy because on the show when we do the interviews with our guests, sometimes the guests, have a webcam or like they put their camera far back from their computer or their phone or whatever device they're using, so you get to see their full head to toe. And when me and Gigi are on or our hosts are on, all you see is you see the the half picture.
Yeah, there you go.
But yeah, when you said tacos, I was like, all right, my kind of guy.
Yeah.
But yeah,
What's your favorite taco?
really, bro? You're gonna ask that?
Good question.
Hey, man, I don't deny it, man. If it's free, oh man,
A free taco is your favorite taco. That is a genius answer, man.
How about you, Miss Gigi?
Cállate, no me lo pongas enfrente de mí porque se va.
Me, I like the tacos de carne asada.
oh man.
That's
Guys,
good
I
stuff.
did not eat before the show, so you're making me really hungry. No, just
Uh-oh.
kidding.
Let's change
Hey,
subject.
I'm a real Mexican. A mí, really, my favorite son mollejas, doraditas.
Really?
Yeah, mollejas. O tripas.
Cheetos and foods.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Ya somos dos.
¿Verdad? No, hombre,
Oh, yeah.
cállate. Con cilantro y
Oye, qué
cebolla.
bárbaro. Oye, nunca has comido rancheras.
Arracheras.
Digo, las mollejas, pero rancheras.
Rancheras,
Have you ever had
no.
it?
I've never heard of them like that.
Ya, las hierves y las puedes dorar y le echas tu chile de tomate y cebollita y haces un
Ándale,
caldito y adentro.
para
Así
adentro.
con los coditos, así que hay los coditos así.
Quítame
Down,
la-
down.
Get out of the way. Get out of my way.
There you go.
Oye, hablando de comida, olvídate, aquí vamos a estar toda la noche.
No, sí, no, ya nomás.
Bueno, nos vemos, bye.
Alborotando la hambre.
Hey,
You know, aquí no hay Whataburger.
Oh, where are you all at?
We're in between Amarillo and Lubbock. Un pueblo que se llama Dimmitt. We have a 24-hour store que se llama Allsup's. The only thing that's open at night. And,
So that's what you gotta eat when you get back
yeah,
from
that's
So,
it.
so you guys like those gut busters then, right? Late at night after the show, got to go to.
Yeah. And the closest Whataburger is 65 miles away.
La máquina.
So we're not going to drive 65 miles
No,
at 2 o'clock in the morning.
no.
Yeah, because then that 2 o'clock in the morning turns to 5 o'clock in the morning by the time you get down to there. Because I don't know if one that's 65 miles. I don't know if it's like our Whataburger, man. Ah, la máquina, man. I mean, where were we? I was at a doctor's office today, man, and I saw our Whataburger at lunchtime around 11 or something like that, man. I was just like, and that was around the lunchtime breakfast area somewhere in that time frame. I was going up north, and I was like, dang, this place is packed. And then I came back like at 2 o'clock, back down the same road, and I'm like, ah, la máquina, this place is still booming. And there's like at least 10 cars, and they're sticking out in the main street, in the main drag. I'm like, ah, la máquina.
So where are you at, Mr. Hendog? What part of New Mexico?
I am where it just depends, man. I'm with the real aliens and the illegal aliens, Roswell, New Mexico.
Órale, Roswell.
You get the best of both worlds around here.
I'm gonna pass it por ahí. I'll give you a call so we can go have lunch or something.
A la máquina. Just make sure when you do that, I'm gonna say, hey, you see that guy over there? I'm on his tab.
Oh yeah.
I believe you guys are like 2 hours away, or about an hour and a half, something like that.
Yeah, Roswell is like 2.5 hours.
Well, if you got me driving, I'll get there in about an hour. No, just kidding.
Oh, Orlando.
Just kidding.
It's a UFO.
Yeah, man. I do want to say thank you to everybody checking in with us tonight, man. Everybody having a good time. Coming up on an hour and 44 minutes or so, something like that, on the talk show with Los Hermanos Peña, all the way from Dimmitt, Texas. These guys been in business for 40 plus years, man. What an honor it is to have legendary artists, man, on our show. Like I said, man, we interview legendary artists, we interview new artists, we interview anybody that wants to come and talk about their business and talk about, their life stories. And we're here to listen. We're here to branch out to everybody, and we're live on all the platforms tonight. We're live on TikTok. We're live on we were live on Instagram. I was trying to get the Instagram set up by the day, but I wasn't able to figure that out. But we're live on YouTube. We're live on the Internet Radio Talk Show interview page. We're live on Roku TV. So Gilbert, Luis, I do want to say thank you guys for taking time out of you guys' busy, thirsty Thursday. I mean, I know that ain't water in y'all's cups. So, I mean, because it is Thirsty Thursday, right? I do want to say thank you to not just only you guys and the whole crew and the whole band, the wives of you guys, the family, the brothers and sisters, everybody of Los Hermanos Peña, and also your promoter, Vicky V, for making all this happen. The producers, everybody that makes this possible, and our amazing hosts that we have on our shows, and Gigi, everybody for coming in on the show tonight. Is there any last words that you would like to say to your family and friends out there before we head out?
Just a special shout out to all the Hermano Peña fans, to La Prima Michelle Cervantes and her husband from San Antonio, the Cunninghams from San Antonio, the Gamboas, las sobrinas, Primo Edward and Mari from Indiana, todos los primos de Florida, Louis and Wanda Peña, Marcy and Russell Barajas, el primo Johnny Gonzalez and Zorro, and Primo P. Espinosa and his wife. And I know I'm forgetting a lot of people, but just to all our Hermano Peña fans, de parte de sus amigos, los Hermanos Peña, thank you for supporting us, supporting our music, and go check out the documentary that my son directed, and a new video coming out tomorrow. And just check out all our music on all digital platforms, on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Just go check us out, and thank you so much for supporting us in Hermanos Peña.
Once again, Gilbert, you got a last word for your fans out there, Luis?
What was that again? I'm sorry.
Any last words?
Any last words? No, mandando saludos a la raza hasta Chicago. Ahí tenemos compadres, primos, también primos hermanos, primas, California, no se diga, a los Arroyo, a don Antonio Zamora, a Phoenix, Arizona, a donde quiera tenemos fanáticos y familiares, y compadres y comadres. Un querido saludo, muy especial también al sobrino Junior Flores, señor esposa, y pues toda la familia donde quiera. Son muchos, somos muchos. Si solamente mi familia mía personal, ahí le pegamos a 100.
Ay, juez.
son 6 hombres y una mujer, 33 nietos, 34 nietos y veintitantos bisnietos, más las mujeres y, bueno,
¿Cuándo se acaba la raza así?
¿verdad? Hasta parece que andamos los tiempos de antes en la labor. You gotta have big fat to make money.
María, papi, todos ponerlo a piscar.
Eh, Mandamos un saludo también a los tíos de ahí de Ohio, they live in Ohio, they stay in Ohio, but actually they're from Swayze, Indiana. Un cariñoso saludo para todos ellos. El primazo Roy Peña, que anda un poco malo, que creo que tiene unos discos, pero no de música, no, en espinazo, no. Ahí, pero ojalá se recupere primero Dios y todo es posible.
Dios, todo es posible.
¿Qué más les puedo decir? Siguen preguntando, seguimos contestándoles. Ustedes dicen, ustedes mandan.
Bueno,
No,
de
we thank
parte,
you.
de, de parte de mí, yo personalmente, otra vez un placer a verlos otra vez, conversar con ustedes y más que nada, otra vez les voy a decir que los admiro, que estén trabajando entre familia, porque eso es de las más cosas bellas que hay, es hacer música y luego hacerlo con familia. ¿Qué te pasa? Es bonito, es hermoso. Qué bueno que
Sí,
sigan.
sí.
Quiero enviarle
Que,
un saludo a Jenny Canales, el 8 de su cumpleaños, felicidades de parte de los hermanos Peña. También para Zorro, también completa ese mismo día, Yanni González con la Z, completan ese día también. Felicidades a todos ellos y todos que completan el mes de enero, febrero, marzo, abril y julio, todo el año. Va de parte de los hermanos Peña. Que la pasen bonito, bendiciones a todo el mundo.
And one more for you guys, Gilbert. How can somebody contact you guys before we head out for booking a wedding, a divorce party, a la máquina?
806 647 6902, 806 647 6963, and 806 346 1129. Any of those
There you,
numbers.
there you have it. Don't be calling at midnight, all right? Because these guys sleep, all right?
No,
Just
no.
kidding.
We'll take una tocada. If you get us a gig, Mr. Endo, you call at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. We'll answer the phone. Hey,
A
you
la
guys going over
máquina.
here to Albuquerque? Let's go. Órale, vamos.
Ese es plan del trabajo.
I'll be calling you every 30 minutes, man.
Let's do it. We're ready.
Yeah. Thank you, Gilbert. Thank you, Luis. Thank you, Los Hermanos Peña, the fan base. God bless you guys. And pasa buen mente para todos. God bless you guys. And hopefully see you guys soon.
Okay, thank you, sir. We'll keep in touch.
You got it, sir.
Cuídense mucho.
Wow, Gigi, these guys been in business for 40 plus years, man. A la máquina. Like, I mean, it's so inspirational to interview musicales, artists, who've been in business for, to me, it's inspirational when you've been in business for 15 to 20 to 30 to 40, 50, 60 or 100 years, because I mean, how do you do it, for that many years, because
Exactly, because it's a tough gig. It's a tough gig and it's hard to do. And sometimes there's ups and like como un columpio, sometimes tal vez estás arriba y a veces estás abajo. And when you keep at it, it's like he said, you believe in yourself and you have the passion for it, just do it. And so it is very admirable to see them, after so many years to keep on doing what they're doing. Es bien bonito. Es bien bonito hacer música to begin with. So,
because a lot of people, have a job, right? When you ask them, hey, how long you been with that company? When you hear like 10, 15 years, you're like, wow. Because nowadays people will get a job and then they maybe last a week because of the pay. And then they see their first check, they're like, oh no, $300, I'm going somewhere else. And for people to, to continue at that company for 10, 15 years, it's an honor, man, because a lot of people don't keep their jobs that long. It's crazy.
Yeah. So for them to keep doing what they're doing is very admirable. Yeah, and it's something to be admired and definitely. Qué bueno y que sigan haciéndolo hasta para siempre, until they can't anymore, because that's one thing that musicians have. It's something that's coming out of their heart. It's something that
Exactly.
they have to do. It's part of their life, and to share it with the rest of us es lo bonito. So qué bueno que sí.
No, it's awesome, man, and how cool these guys, been in together for 40 years, and I don't know if you caught the little segment where Luis has the ball for from 1978 or so, man, and and still playing with it, and I mean, I don't think he's ever going to retire that thing until it actually physically snaps in
Yeah,
half or
yeah,
cracks and it starts sounding when he's playing. It loses its tune.
yeah,
But
yeah. That's one
awesome
hundred percent.
gentleman, man. Awesome gentleman. And we're getting some good feedback from their fan base, especially from Lori Avalos Peña says great interview. Mari Peña says awesome interview. Michelle Cervantes says I agree. Great. Yeah, we have great interviews, and I'm not talking all highly that we do because we all have great shows. Gigi has a great show on Sundays. Starts at 2ish. All right. Um, so be sure to check that out on Sundays, all right? Everybody has their own shows. Everybody has their own stigmatism, their own little rhythm to their own shows. I do want to say thank you to Gigi for coming in on a Thursday. She comes in on a Tuesday, man. On especially on Taco Tuesday. I set that up for
Tuesday.
her on purpose because we love tacos.
Yes, tacos de molleja Tuesdays. O tacos de frijo Tuesday.
Ay, ay, ay. Gigi, is there
Yes,
any last
I want to apologize for anybody whose mouth started to water when I was talking about when we were talking about tacos. But
is,
thank you, Hendok, for having me on the show, and it was great to interview these guys again. And because they're great guys.
It's
It's
teamwork. It's teamwork. I mean, they
yeah,
were speaking a little bit of Spanglish. Hen dog don't speak Spanglish, and that's why we got a good team, man. Anybody who's available, is able to jump on and help out when other guests are not able to, get on. I know Amanda was having some technical difficulties. I know Yesenia was having some difficulties as well, and it tends to happen. It's been really ugly these last few days, so I can understand, power outages and everything's going on in the area. So no hurt feelings to them. So hopefully they're back next week, and then we'll see Gigi on Tuesday. Before we head out, Gigi, I'm gonna announce the shows that we got coming up with next week. So starting on Monday, we got George Mercado coming in, talented vocalist, musician. We got him on Monday, and then on Tuesday, we got the all-star filmmaker, Puro Conjunto. We got Mr. Jesse Torres, La Doña Chingona. They got their podcast on Mondays, but we got them for live in-session interview on Tuesday, 9 o'clock p.m. Texas time, 8
oh,
o'clock p.m.
really
Mexico time. So
awesome.
they get to sit in the hot seat with DJ Head Dog and Gigi and whoever we have on Tuesday. That's on Tuesday. And then on Wednesday, I set the interview up last night with the vocalist Aisha Palacio. She is the segunda voz with Jay Pettis, her and Roxy. I'm working on bringing on. I just sent a message today to Roxy Pettis, which is the wife of Jay Pettis. So I might be able to bring them on. Maybe not next Wednesday, but I'm gonna be bringing them on very very soon. So they're supposed to give me
Roxy is the what of Jay Pettis?
the wife of Jay Pettis, Roxy.
And she sings too? Wow, how cool.
Right? Husband and wife doing their thing. I mean, Jay Pettis has been around at least 30, 40 years of his career too, man, and still going La Voz de Oro, man, a la máquina. Guy is talented. But that's who we got on Wednesday. We got Aisha Aparacio, and then we got Thursday, which is we're gonna be at the Internet Radio Gala at the Mustang Sally's, San Antonio, Texas. Big shout out to Vic Gonzalez. He has his annual big internet radio gala. It's a good networking tool for all the podcasts, all the DJs, all the musicals, all the promoters, all the booking agencies. So be sure to go out there on Thursday at Mustang Sally's, which is next week. It'll be all the way till midnight, man. I'm stoked for that. See everybody out there. Just giving everybody a heads up what we got going on next week. God bless you guys. If you're traveling from to San Antonio, be safe. If you're traveling from out of state, please be safe. If you're flying, prayers to you guys to get to San Antonio safe, all right? Because they got the Spring Fest this week, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, or next week, something like that. And then they got fanfare. So they got 2 events going on, man. And it's crazy, man. It's going to be jam-packed. It's going to be March Madness. It's going to be St. Patty's Day. Make sure you're wearing green. Gigi, any last final words to our fans out there that are tuned in out there?
Let me see. I saw something funny. Oh, Daniel Martinez said, thank you to all the listeners, the hosts, and the aliens.
I'm about to call this an Alien City podcast. No, just kidding.
For real. Yeah. No, thank you again, Hen Dog. I had a great time. I appreciate it. I took a little while because I came in, rushed in, and fed my dog and tried to fix my hair a little bit and put on a little bit of makeup. Vámonos. So,
well, that's why we got a good team, good staff, man, and everybody is. You just witnessed it right there, man. We were having some technical issues with our host, and then me, I don't speak Spanish, so I put in our group chat. I said, "Hey, anybody speak Spanish? I need some help over here." So, we're able to make it happen, and so thank you guys, thank you Gigi, thank you everybody that's on board with the New Mexico Radio Talk Show. God bless you guys, and if I don't see you guys on Friday, I'll see you guys on Monday. All right, you guys have a safe weekend. God bless you guys. Hasta la vista.
Hoy sigo enamorado de ti, sabiendo que vives con otro. Hoy sigo pensando yo en ti cada día y es un sufrimiento.
Me paso la vida penando, tomando porque te perdí. Hoy sigo queriéndote a ti, solamente velando por ti.
Porque de tu amor yo jamás me olvidaré y tus recuerdos en mi mente llevaré. Y si algún día te cansas de su amor, aquí estoy yo, aquí estoy yo.
Me paso la vida penando, tomando porque te perdí.